had some time to digest last night. What impressions are you left with from last night's game?
No, I think we made a lot of mistakes where could have been avoidable, and just didn't really play the brand of hockey that we've been used to playing, and it's almost now that it happened, you look back that you're glad there's an opportunity that we can learn from and elevate from the adversity from the way we played, and we're lucky that there's an opportunity to grow, and that's what you need. And a negative game, a game where you don't really have your best and not playing your best, is that there's more there, and there's more that we can tap into.
It's very early, but how do you explain this team not being able to achieve the same success that they do at home while on the road?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's frustrating, but I think for us it's at home, of course, playing in front of this fan base is very easy, and on the road it's we just have to embrace it a little bit harder, a little bit more, and we just have to find ways to win those types of games. We've had good efforts on the road, but I think there's more that we need to do, more that we need to accomplish, road games they're never pretty. It's just finding a way and find a way to get a gritty, greasy result.
What was your take on getting that instigator last night?
The way they explain it makes sense. Like, just be in that position before, throwing a clean hit, and of course it was right in front of me. I never want Timmy to get to ran at it, especially when I'm out there. But I guess it wasn't a full instigator because I didn't get the full 10-minute. But the way they explained it to me is that it's almost unfair on the player who throws a clean hit that has to fight. But I mean, it's unfortunate, of course, that they scored on it too. But we just, I guess, needed to bounce back a little bit quicker than we did.
This might be easier said than done, but how do you find consistency? It seems to have eluded this team.
Yeah, I think it's all about our standard, and it's all about believing what we're doing, and we've played some really good hockey as of late. I wouldn't say last night we were impressed with the way we played, but a couple bounces here, a couple bounces there, it could have been a different result. So it's for us, it's just one day at a time. We don't need to look too far ahead. We have a good challenge ahead of us. It's great opportunity at home to have a great response to how we played last night.
I think you missed close to 9 minutes of that first period last night because of that. How much did it have an effect on how you got your legs back, and did it take a while?
Yeah, I mean, felt like I was sitting in there forever, and got to know the box guys pretty good. So we were talking about sending Christmas cards to each other for being in there for so long. So, but yeah, no, I think it's just you have to find a way no matter what. Whenever that whistle comes and I'm coming out, I got to be ready to go. And there's a couple TV timeouts, so just got to get the legs going. And I think for me, my mindset was to get a couple bumps, come out of the box to get back in the game.
So what's your take about today's NHL culture that after a good hit, it seems that every player has to end up with a fight or something? Is there something that we should do?
I don't think there's anything to change. I think for us, I feel like last night, I know Greener really well, and he doesn't shy away from that type of game as much as I do, and I think if roles were reversed and I threw a big hit, clean hit on one of the best players, I think he would do the same thing. So I don't know. I think since it happened right in front of me, it's that's something I've always preached as a teammate, that no matter what, clean, dirty, if there's a hit and one of our best players gets hit hard, and I always feel like they're kind of targeting him because that's what teams do to try to level the playing field. That's where for me that's where I step up and you kind of send that message is, you're not going to go after one of our best players and have no response back to it.
You touched on it in your last answer. You do know Jordan very well. You guys were college teammates. I'm curious, what's it like? Obviously, you've been in a lot of fights, but what's it like to fight someone you have that relationship with from way back when?
Yeah, first time fighting a friend was pretty weird. I'm not going to lie to you, but I mean, we had a couple good laughs after, and just kind of who would have thought that would happen? No, but I guess it would be a good story that we're gonna have, and yeah, he was. We were line mates and good friends at school, and still keep in touch. So I guess it was a different and weird experience.
There was no weird like you guys kind of just looked at each other, just went at it. Like, was there how did that? Can you kind of take, as weird as that sounds, can you take us through how that happened?
Yeah, well, I mean, just of course the hit happened right in front of me, and then obviously I'm standing there and we probably got to go here, and no, he dropped his gloves first. I'm like, okay, and then to actually happen, he's all in on it too, and of course the fight happened, and yeah, it was we had a good laugh, good conversation after, and got to catch up with him after the game, so yeah, it was all good.
That's just always going to be how you will be wired. If you see a teammate, particularly a top guy, get hit clean or dirty, your natural instinct is going to be things are getting settled now.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't want it to add up. You don't want guys like that to take constant runs, and I feel like if you do it a couple times, then guys know across the league that if you go after the top guys, then you'll have to answer the bell. And I guess I don't know if that's a whole NHL culture thing, but I guess it's a little bit of a mind game where that if you decided that play that type of game is that we can do the same thing and match it as well.
How much does maybe the score and kind of come into play for you when you want to make a fight or have a fight with someone where you see a play but it's a tie game early?
Yeah. I mean, that definitely comes into no fact in certain situations, but last night it wasn't really one of them. I know it was early in the game, and I guess just early in the game fights gets you in the game a little bit quicker, gets you more focused, more dialed in. But yeah, I mean, there's certain situations, certain fights that have happened in the past for myself that whether we needed an energy spark, just an answer, send a message. It's that's happened before, but last night was just all kind of in the moment.